Well, good evening, Dolphin fans. Play just underway. Friday night game here. Lambeth Lancers in town to face the Dolphins. And the Dolphins can get on the shot clock early. A couple of shots on net here in the opening 30 seconds. Still no score as the Lancers take on the Dolphins. And Lancers gave the Dolphins a scare just a few weeks ago. Had the Dolphins down by 3 goals in the third period. The Dolphins able to rally back, score 4 straight to pull out the W. But the Lancers definitely came to play that night, and you know they're gunning for the Dorchester Dolphins this evening. Here come the Lancers, young team here in Lambeth. A lot of graduating players. Really turned over the roster this year. And, of course, one of their biggest stars, Jay Ritchie, ended up in Dorchester this year as Fuller dumps this one in right now. Colin Bailey back to pick it up now. Here come the Lancers. Down the right side, now down the middle. There's a long shot off the shin pads of Fuller. Came off the stick of Mike Frizzell. Frizzell, one of the veterans on this team. Offside, the call at the line. 18:42 left to play here in the first. So Lancers again off to a tough start to the season. 5-25 so far this year, compared to the 28-4 mark that the Dolphins have been able to hang up on the scoreboard. But again, Lambeth hung tough there last time these two teams met. Face off just outside the Lancer blue line. Ritchie pulls it back to the point. Jackson Seeley will dump that one in. Now the Lancers trying to play it out. It's going to be Caleb Adrian. Long rink-wide pass. There's a shot in close. Oh, and Brown took a lick. He could have got all the way that one. And Cole Chivers absolutely drilled Riley Brown. How about Matt Waller? Waller, the goalie tonight for the Dolphins. So Brown getting the night off. Waller's 10-2 on the year, 2.09 goals against, averaging a .926 save percentage. Ice in the call against the Dolphins. Play will come back down into the Dorchester end for a faceoff. It's Ryan Wilson down the other end. 10 games so far this year. He's 4-6. With a 4.93 goals against average. Dolphins get the puck out of their own end. Now the chase is on. Played around behind the net by Colin Bailey. This one goes wide of the net. Now it's kept in by Hammett. Hammett now behind the net. Luke Wilson now will feed it in. Now it's Carrero on the chase. Up there with Wilson and Ritchie. Now Carrero dumps it on net to Ritchie. Almost tipped it. Now Seeley checked up in the corner. Now Ritchie sending a pass to Carrero, but he missed the net. Ritchie again behind the net. Back to the point. A long shot by Russell. That goes wide. Now Ritchie plays it back to the point. Carrera down low. He loses it. Now the Lancers trying to bring it over. They can't. With a slap shot, it's tipped up clear down the ice. Russell picks it up now for the Dolphins. Long lead pass to Carrero. He'll tip it in and change. Chris Wilson, a big giveaway for the Lancers. Now from behind the net, now centering it was Robertson. He lost the puck. Back the other way come the Lancers. Into the corner to Russell now. He's the first one on the puck. Root plays it ahead to Michael Blue. Blue now shoved up along the boards. Here comes Tyler Blue. Now Root with the puck. Pieper to Root. Root shoots. Save made. Mikey Blue on the forecheck. Now a long stretch pass. It was tipped away at the last minute. Kyle McTavish tried to break that one to the net. Lancers trying to play it out, but they can't. So far, it's been all Dolphins. 5 shots on net so far tonight, all off the sticks of the Dolphins. Now here's Andrew Fletcher to try to chip that in. Now backs up, turns around. And the Lancers will play it from their own blue line now. It's ahead of Russell. Russell, rink wide. Now up the far side. And it's going to be Fletcher who comes out of there with the puck. Now behind the net, it's Bailey again. He's bumped and gets the puck away. This time they'll finally get it out. Kick back in, but Lancers able to get it out again. Dolphins bring it right back in. Here's Van Dusen. Nice pass in front. Oh, Friel got stoned in close. Beautiful save by Ryan Wilson. Nice play by Van Dusen to feed that puck into Friel. Could have been the best scoring chance of the night for the Dolphins here early on, but Friel just couldn't poke it home. Friel had a couple last Friday night in a Dolphins win. 22 on the season. And again, within a couple games, don't be surprised to have the Dolphins with 7 players over 20 goals. And there's another goal by the sniper, Ryan Tuffin. Got his own rebound, stuffed it in. And with 15:05 left to play here in the first, it's 1-0 Dolphins. Play back underway. There's Tazashchuk. And it's in. 2-0 Dolphins. Tazashchuk got 2 whacks on it. And for Derek Tazashchuk, number 20 on the year. So that's number 6 to the 20 mark. So 2-0 Dolphins, 14:42 left to play here in the first. Now here come the Lancers. It's going to be dumped in. They're trying the dump and chase game. Waller can't control that. Now it's Carrero. He'll go rink wide. Down the left side, Lucas Wilson.
Assist number 44, Derek Tedesca. Time to goal, 4 minutes, 55 seconds. Comes from Tedesca at 4:55. Dolphins' second goal, number 44, Derek Tedesca. Assist number 91, Ryan Company. And number 20, Brett Emmett. Time to goal, 5:12. That's Tedesca, Tom, and 5:11.
So while all that was going on, you heard Tuffin from Tadashchuk, then Tadashchuk from Tuffin and Hammett. And while all that was going on, we had a penalty for rough play going on for Lambeth. Lucas McKechnie, who's already managed to accumulate 126 minutes so far this year, make it 128. It's like Lucas needs a home sweet home sign over there in the penalty box. So first time on the power play for the Dolphins so far tonight. And so far they're struggling to get it out of their own end. Dolphin power play ranked 2nd in the league behind the Exeter power play, which has just been unconscious this year, scoring about 1 every 3 chances. The Dolphins are almost at that 1 in 4 chance mark, 23.93% as they work it around. They get a shot, but it doesn't go all the way to the net. Again, though, a month into the season, the Dolphins' power play was about 6%, so it's really picked up since there. As Carrero with a shot to Chuck. Centers it out front. Richie tipped it on net. Save made by Ryan Wilson, who's been a busy cat so far tonight. Lambeth yet to register a shot the first 7 minutes and 15 seconds of this one. There's Tuffin with another shot. Glove save made by Wilson from point blank. And this one skips out. The Lancers will ice it and make a line change. Get some fresh pins out there. And now the Dolphins back the other way. Lucas Wilson lost it. Now the Lancers will fire the length of the ice. 15 seconds left in the man advantage. And the Lancers come into tonight ranked 7th in the league of 9 teams on the penalty kill. So they've been allowing power play goals in the range of 1 every 4, 75.14 their kill rate. But they've managed to kill one off here. Now they're first of the night. And the teams will return to even strength with 11:49 left to play here in the first. Face off to the left side of the wall. Here's a chance from the point. Goes wide. As the Lancers trying to get that first shot on net. Oh, and Waller had to make a save on that first shot on net. As they Les Chilvers out front all by himself. He was looking for his 5th of the season and didn't get it. Back the other way come the Lancers. Hammett. Bounces off Chilvers' stick. Back to Hammett. On the left side. He'll drive it in but loses it. Chris Wilson plays it down the near side for the Lancers. Kept in at the blue line by Jackson Seeley. Now Seeley loses it. And it's back to Weaver. Weaver's going to flip this one in. Picked up by Wilson in the corner. He'll play it behind the net. Back to Wilson. Now Wilson tries a long stretch pass, but missed by a bit. Ice in the call, 10:36 left to play. Shots on goal, Dorchester 12, the Lancers 1. So Ryan Tuffin, leading scorer in the league. Again, Chase Thornton led the standings through much of the early part, but injured and out, the Exeter forward. Weaver bumps Fletcher off the puck. He loses his stick. Now Friel ahead to Weaver. Weaver with a shot. Right on. .10:06 left to play here in the first. So Tuffin leading the league in goals, also leading the league in game-winning goals. He's got 6 game winners so far this year. And that's goal number 2 of the night for Ryan Tuffin. Tadashuk wanted the puck off the draw. He put one move around the defenseman. And while he was picking up his wallet, he tucked it over the blocker of Ryan Wilson to make it 3-0. There was 10:06 left to play in the first when they dropped their puck. 10:04 left now. Tuffin centers it to Dashchuk. Try to get it to Tyler Blue. He's going to feed it back in behind to Tuffin. Bounces over his stick. Now it goes far side. Tyler Laux kept that one in. Now it's near side. Tedashchuk hit a toughen. Tried to get it back to Derek, but couldn't get it all the way over there. And it bounces out to Wade Russell. To Blue. Here's Laux. Into Tedashchuk. He loses it. Got caught up in his feet. Lambeth will fire at the length of the ice. It's off the stick of Marcus Camanzuli, former Dorchester Dolphin. I believe he was the player that went over there in the Ritchie deal.
Number 91, Ryan Tuffin, his 34th goal of the season. Assist number 12, Tyler Laux. Time of the goal, 9:56.
So Laux on the assist. Ritchie gets one. And it's 4-0. So Jay Ritchie gets on the score sheet. And Jay Ritchie just had a quick little moment with his buddy Andrew Fletcher at center. Of course, Ritchie, a former Lancer. Fletcher's been there a few years, and you can see Fletcher just shaking his head. Ritchie must have asked him if he was having fun yet. There's a shot, bangs wide. Dolphins will get it out. And now it's played all the way behind the net. Fletcher now rink wide, bounces over somebody's stick. That was Jordan Rear who couldn't control that. Rear loses a lumber. Now Rear gets the puck back again. He's going to play it back to the point. They can't keep it in. Now it'll be flipped back in, but they got to clear the zone. Well, the Dolphins regroup. Long lead pass. Lucas Wilson to Carrero. Oh, he tried to go back door to Ritchie.
Number 16, Chris Carrero. And number 5, Jordan Ford. Time of the goal, 10:57.
So Fuller and Carrero on that Ritchie goal. And for Carrero, that was point number 72 on the year. But he's now 5 behind Ryan Tuffin, but tied with Chase Thornton for second. So looks like by the end of the night, Dolphins will be 1-2 on the league score sheet. If Carrero can net another one, you have to figure with almost 2.5 periods left against the Lancers, his odds are looking good. So face off to the left of Waller. He's been sharp so far in the 4 shots that he's faced. Peeper. There's a long shot glove save made by Ryan Wilson. Now the Lancers trying to bring it out, just under 7 minutes left to play here in the first. Shot goes wide. Lancers will bring it out now through the neutral zone. Michael Blue trying to check his man, but it's going to be a long shot instead by McEachran. Goes over the net. Now there's a chance on the doorstep, but Frizzell couldn't close the deal. Tried to make that one last big stick handle. It got just outside his reach. Hand past the call with 6:19 left to play. That'll slow play again. And put the faceoff outside the Dolphins' end. Brent Van Dusen chips that one in. Now it's going to be Friel. Shovel it behind the net to Weaver. Weaver getting checked from behind by his man, Frizzell. Lancers will come out of there with the puck. Frizzell loses it. Weaver now. Spins, gives it to Van Dusen, to Friel, back to Van Dusen. Brent Van Dusen with a shot. Ends up behind the net, and here come the Lancers back the other way. Keith Arnold now on the forecheck. Can't get there first. Van Dusen will dig it out from the boards. Now Weaver. There's a long shot, goes wide. Kept into the point by Jackson Seeley. Keith Arnold trying to play it out, can't. He gets another whack out of this time. It'll come out. 5 minutes left here in the first. 4-0 Dolphins. Now the Lancers will get it out. It's Hammett. He flips it over to Seeley. Now here's Fletcher. Good job by Laux from behind, but Fletcher comes out of there with the puck. And I'm going to give Laux a hooking call. I thought he lifted the stick right up. I thought it was a nice play by Laux, but in a 4-0 hockey game, you got to do something, right? And again, just a funny feeling that the first time any Dolphin committed any questionable act to be going to the box. It happened. Lancers on the power play. So while the Lancers haven't been putting up W's this year, they do have the number 3 power play. So this could be interesting to watch as the Dolphins are on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. Dolphins penalty kill number 1 in the league with a bullet. They're at almost 90%. Elmer, the number 2 team in the league, 81.66. So Elmer's given up 31 goals while shorthanded. The Dolphins just 17. And it's because of plays like that. Tyler Blue digs the puck out of the corner, gets it out as far as the neutral zone. Now the Lancers are going to try to wheel it back in. It's Jordan Rear. He leaves it. Now here's a chance. Chivers, loose puck. Chivers knocks it home. Waller made the save to the left side of the goal crease. Was down and out as that puck bounced right at the top of the blue circle on the right side. Nobody between Chivers and the net. He took 2 strides, tucked it home, and closes the lead to 4-1. 5th goal of the year for Cole Chivers. Long shot, bang on. That was off the stick of Chris Lindner. Good shot off the stick of Chris Lindner. And at this point, we go to the Google database because this is Chris Lindner's first start as a Dolphin. Well, I will tell you, Chris Lindner can be found on Twitter. Right now, he can be found on the Dolphins bench and wearing number 8. So there's a 95. Oh, big hit. That was the hammer, Brett Hammett laying it on. So Taylor Halesic, Jordan Rear, and Chivers on the goal. So a little about Chris Lindner. He last saw action in junior hockey 2012, 2013, where he was playing for the London Nationals. Also played 4 games the year before that for the Nationals. Was drafted in the 8th round by the Plymouth Whalers in 2011. And has just been recalled from the beer leagues. Apparently playing intramural at Western or somewhere. Right from intramural to the #1 team in the Southern Ontario junior hockey circuit. And while there is a lot of glory to be had with good time spent at the Seeps after intramural games, this is junior hockey. Quite possibly a different intensity. And you're probably also never going to share a dressing room with a guy who polishes off 3 tall boys before he goes on the ice. .128 left to play here in the first. Shots on goal, 20 for the Dolphins, 7 for the Lancers. And Dolphins trying to put some more heat on before the end of the period. Tyler Blue, long shot, bounces off his stick. Fletcher broke his stick on the play. Tuffin kept it in. Tadashchuk now for Lokes. Lokes slaps it in the corner. Lokes tried to get that over to Tuffin, being checked tightly. Now Russell feeds it into Tuffin to Tadashchuk. Fletcher went down to block that. A stick right across the chest from Tadashchuk as he was going after the puck. Now Jordan Rear will flip this in. Oh, they tried the long pass to Ritchie. And now it's a 1-on-3 for the Lancers. Rear tried to kick that one out from his skates. Lost it. Tuffin can't clear it out. Here's a chance for the Lancers in close. Waller with the save off the stick of Mike Frizzell. Face off to the right of Waller. There's a shot, hit a skate. Another chance by Frizzell. Tell you, it's really been the tale of 2 hockey games. That goal for the Lancers have put a little life in this team. Dolphins not quite dominating the same way they were the first 12 or so minutes of the game. 8 seconds left. 7. Here's Carrero. One last time. Circles around the net. Ritchie! And the buzzer goes as Ritchie gets a shot off, but not in time to be recorded. Final shots on net on the Thames OK Tire shot clock. 20 for the Dolphins. 10 for the Lancers. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard real quick here before we go to break. Exeter, 3-1 Thamesford after 1. North Middlesex and Mount Bridges, no score yet. They haven't started. But Exeter up 3-1 on Thamesford. We're back in 10 minutes with the second period here on the Dolphin Radio Network. Brought to you by Bill Blaney Insurance Brokers.